a controversial IVF treatment that gives new hope for parents struggling to conceive.
My name's Alana, I'm 13 years old, and I have 3 biological parents.
How is it possible to have 3 biological parents? And is this pushing the envelope too far?
Families come in many forms: traditional mother-father, 2 moms, 2 dads, single parents, but rarely does someone say, I have 3 biological parents.
My name's Alana, I'm 13 years old, and I have 3 biological parents.
My name's Sharon, and I'm 50 years old. When I was 29, my husband Paul and I tried to have a family. After trying unsuccessfully on our own, I had to turn to pills and injections and 4 failed in vitros. Paul and I were so devastated and desperate to have a child at that point, we couldn't give up. We wouldn't say no. So we went to another doctor, and he mentioned trying something new called a cytoplasm transfer. The cytoplasm transfer is basically taking a donor's egg, draining a small portion of her cytoplasm and injecting it to my egg to make it healthier. And then the sperm is injected into the egg, becoming an embryo. That produced my miracle daughter, Alana. After all those years of trying, our dream came true.
Well, Alana is just one of 17 children in America created by an experimental IVF process that involved the DNA of actually 3 parents. Alana and her mother, Sharon, are here along with fertility specialist, Dr. David Hill. Thank you all for being here. And Alana, your mom calls you her miracle child. Do you feel different?
I don't really see myself as different. I think I'm a normal teen. I think like other kids, I act like other kids. There's nothing different about me.
And really quickly, Dr. Hill, to explain to everyone this process, cytoplasmic transfer, what does that entail?
Cytoplasmic transfer involves taking, let's say we have a healthy egg, an unfertilized egg from a young donor, and we take some of the material from that egg, and then we inject that into eggs that are lacking a little bit in that energy, that vitality. It's almost like giving this egg like a big monster drink.
The actual egg would be much smaller than that.
Right. Actual egg, way smaller.
Now, Sharon, when you went through this procedure, did you have any idea how controversial it was at the time?
No, it was so new at the time, and I was so desperate to have a child. All I could think of is I'll do whatever it takes to get a baby.
And what were you told about the risks or the unknowns at that time?
I don't think they knew a lot at that point. So, and like I said, when you're that desperate to have a child, you'll do whatever it takes to have that baby.
And also joining us is fertility specialist Dr. Mark Kahn of Newport Fertility Center, who's in our audience today. And you acknowledge that this can be a very difficult and controversial subject, and you yourself have concerns.
Yes, I mean, first of all, it's great to see someone so smart and healthy like Alana. But we really have to be careful experimenting with babies. We don't know the full consequences and ramifications of long-term for this procedure. And so, for example, changes in mitochondria can lead to very serious illnesses, and some of these illnesses don't present until later in life. So the FDA looked at this in 2002. They also looked at this in 2014, and at this point, they say that this is not something that is safe enough yet to be used in people.
You know, obviously anything in this field in many ways is experimental, and it involves children. And so, and it also involves moral questions of, we've talked about the ability to make designer babies now. You just wanted to have a healthy daughter, which you have, which is a wonderful thing. But sort of moving beyond that conversation, you know, how do you push the envelope ethically, morally, and safely?
I think that the important thing would be to do this in a stepwise progression. Usually these are started with animal studies and then eventually progress to human studies. But it has to be done in such a way that to ensure the safety of any future children. And I think that's the very difficult thing. And the FDA, for example, doesn't make the ethical decision. It only makes the scientific decision, is this safe and can you do this safely?
And Dr. Kahn, I think very important for people at home watching or hearing about something like this to understand that, especially with an infertility procedure, you want to go to a board-certified physician who is working in an infertility center that is reputable, credentialed, and board-certified.
Absolutely.
It's very, very important.
Absolutely.
And Alana, before we go, what do you want the world to know about you?
I'm healthy, I'm happy, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with me.
Well,
And he's a great man.
important point.
Yeah, we got a great one.
And I'm grateful to have her. We're truly blessed. I'm so glad I did the procedure.
Well, thank you both for sharing your story, Dr. Hill, Dr. Conrad.